Hi, I'm Stephen Hand from Archery Supplies, and today we're going to look at the Bowtech Convergence. Now the Convergence is new for 2021, so next year I'm pretty sure, and this just rocked up in my store yesterday. So this is literally the first time I've opened it. Comes with the Bowtech hat. Yes, I've got no hair. So the Convergence, this is literally the first time I've seen it. Now in America this sells for about 600 US. In Australia about 800 bucks, which seems really cheap in comparison, because Australia's got a 10% tax and we've got the Australian exchange rate 70 cents, so you'd add on about 30%. Seems really cheap. So 800 might be wrong, might be right. I haven't checked it. It came in yesterday and one of my staff priced it up, and they may have priced it up wrong because it seems really cheap at 800 without knowing anything more about this bow. So it comes with a manual, which just fell on the ground. It comes with a Bowtech sticker, and as every car owner will know, this is extremely important to stick on your side window of your car. I'm guessing that this manual is not bow specific, so it applies to all. Yeah, there's nothing in here except for the warranty. Right, so this bow, 600 bucks, really well priced bow. Now I did do a little bit of research on this before I did this, before I opened up this package. Comes in 4 colors, maybe 5. It comes in mossy oak, black. I've got a feeling it comes in a olive too, and it comes in another camo. That's 4. I think there might be 3 camos. So it weighs 4.1 pounds, 31-inch axle, 60 pounds weight adjustment. So this is a 70-pound bow. It winds back to 10 pounds. Now that's quite amazing. Now, plastic limb pockets, plastic limb things here. Now, I said probably already said this bow weighs 4.1 pounds. Kind of feels a little bit heavier than that, but it feels pretty good. The grip is kind of narrow, but it feels comfortable. 1 arrow hole, multiple sight positions here. The balance on the bow is excellent. The limbs, these look like your standard sort of Gordon glass limbs, I'm guessing. It looks all pretty standard. Bowtech are using a different axle system here. You can see like it screws in. You can see the washers here, the bearings here, and you can see the washer there. This is a 3-track binary system, and what that means is the top cam and the bottom cam are the same, and there's 3 tracks for the string. So the string here is on the outer, you've got the cam here, string on the middle, and the outer one's the cam. So you've got 3 string positions, rotating modules, and I think this bow, let's hope it's on the tag, I think it went from 21 to 31. 21 to 31, it did. That's not bad, right? 330 feet per second, 7-inch brace height, which is great, 8 to 70 pounds. Amazing. It's signed by Ed, we'll call him. It got tested by Ed, so Ed's really put everything on the line here, because if this bow falls apart, it's going to be Ed whose bow it was, and it's 72 pounds when he tested it. So Bowtech have fitted a D-loop to it, which is nice. The bow looks carbon cable rod. There's no position down here for a lower mount stabilizer. This kind of looks weird, doesn't it? Kind of looks like it's perished. Maybe this is the look they were looking for. It's clearly not, because it's brand new in, and that's the look that obviously they were looking for. Now this is interesting. This is a mossy oak. This is called Mossy Oak Country Roots. I haven't seen Mossy Oak Country Roots before. When I see Mossy Oak Country, I kind of think of the Mossy Oak Country camo. Limb stops here. Now I don't know if this gets 100% let off when you don't have this, but I wouldn't want 100% let off because it's not good when you pull it back and it gets 100% let off. I'm not sure if it does. I'm not going to test it. 3 Allen keys to hold the module in place. You do not need a bow press to adjust the draw length on this bow. Oh, this is pretty clever. See here, it says 29 inches and it says where to move it to. And I'm hoping, oh, like this is clever. So see there's a line and the line's marked at 29 inches. So if you want to go to 29 and a half, you just rotate it. Nice and simple. There's nothing here to work out. It's all very simple. Now this is a kit. So it comes in a bare bow or it comes in a kit. I feel like there's a tag hanging off the side of the hat. There is. So this comes in a kit. So let's have a look at the kit. And I would say it'd be better if this kit was fitted to the bow when it left the factory, because if a customer's buying the kit, they would generally want it fitted. Then some customers will say, I don't want you to fit it, I want to fit it myself. Well, you can't win either way, whichever way you go. So I would have liked this to have like a bushing on the end here, so when you screw your stabilizer in, you don't chip the paint. But at $600 US, 800 Australian, it looks pretty impressive. I like the way this limb pocket works. It kind of goes inside the riser. The riser locks onto here. That's where the limbs bolt into. I really liked that. Looks tidy. And for 800 bucks, I'm interested. Okay, let's look at the kit. You're probably going to say you should have looked at the price of the kit, and I didn't know which bow I took home, so I didn't know I took home the kit. So anyway, so this is what the kit comes with. It comes with an octane stabilizer there. Now this is not the good octane stabilizer, so don't think you're buying the $100 stabilizer with this kit. This is a cheap stabilizer. Like the quiver itself is okay. It's not the top of the line octane quiver, which is a $200 quiver. It's not that. This is a cheaper one, but it's still pretty good. It's functional. It's a $40 quiver. Okay, it comes with a basic whisker biscuit style rest from Octane. I don't know what they sell it for. It comes with a basic 3-pin sight, and it comes with a sling. So what are we missing? I'm going to say I was missing a peep sight is what I want, and it would have been nice if it was fitted. There's a peep sight in this package. Now you need that fitted at the factory. Now you're probably going to be able to fit this yourself by winding this bow down, because it winds down to 8 pounds. At 8 pounds you're going to be able to get those fibers apart and fit the peep sight, but it would have been better if it was fitted at the factory. So with that, I'm going to fit this stuff and let's have a shot. Let's wind this bow down to 60 pounds and fell out the end. Put that back in and let's see what this bow shoots like. Okay, so I've fitted the sight. Now the kit comes with some different size screws for this sight. Make sure you fit the right ones, the longer ones you want to fit, because if you don't fit the ones which are long enough, you're going to strip out the riser because it won't be enough thread to grip into the riser, and when you're tightening up you'll pull it out and you'll tap your riser, and then you'll have to put a helicoil in. And anyway, so this here, when you bolt the arrow rest onto the riser, I found it was quite tight, so there was some paint in the riser. This bow comes in 4 colors. It comes in this color, green, comes in a brown, grassroots like this but brown version, and it comes in the olive, and I think it was the black. So 4 colors. Now the kit itself was priced at about $140. So that comes with the rest, the sight, the stabilizer that you saw, the peep sight, and the quiver. Look, I don't know if that's good value or not, but the bow to me looks pretty good value without shooting it at $800. It's going to put it up against the PSE Drive, which is one of my biggest selling bows, and to me, just looking at this bow, it's going to be pretty. It's going to be a bow that should go well against it. Similar cam system, similar limbs, similar specifications, more adjustability than the drive. And it just feels like a good thing. Now, back in the day when I used to sell lots of Bowtechs, I sold a bow called a Tomcat, which was pretty much like this. It had cams like this and a kit like this, and I sold a whole heap of them. It was my biggest selling bow, and so I'm pretty happy that they've got this bow on the market today. Now, this thing is for a 2-piece quiver that goes in there, which I really like. Now, this riser here has got locks in there, so you can lock this to stop it sliding. I really like this here, how it locks into the riser. I think that's really positive. Now, to adjust it from 70 to 60 pounds, it was 2.5 turns on the limb bolts. The limb bolts move really easily, so really nice. Very happy with it. So let's have a shot. Now, the arrows I shoot these are Victory 400s, Victory Velocity 400s from Gold Tip. They weigh 327 grains. I think this bow's a 330 feet per second, so I should shoot like our high 290s. So let's try the draw cycle out first off. So it starts off pretty much like most bows. It's pretty solid to start. It feels the grip is kind of narrow and kind of a bit rounded, almost a bit like a Hoyt grip. I'm going to say probably a little bit more narrower than that. It's doesn't feel like a Bowtech grip at all. It's and it's much narrower than the PSE grip. Feels comfortable. So solid. Feels light actually. To be honest, like I feel like it's about to dropping. Oh, that's it. So it's got the limb stops now, and it's completely solid. I'm going to take the shot. Hmm. 285 feet per second. Now I shoot about 29 inches. It felt like 29 inches. It set at 29 inches. It felt like 29 inches. The draw was nice. You couldn't really see any of the, as you draw back a bow and you hit that valley, it kind of lets go. This is very smooth into the valley. It's as smooth as any bow I've ever shot into the valley. The draw stops are obviously, because they're a limb stop, are obviously a rock solid wool. The draw cycle's as good as any bow I've drawn. Honestly, it's very good. It had a slight jump in the shot when you shoot it, but not like it's going to jump out of your hands. The bow felt quiet. It wasn't twitchy to shoot as far as to aim, because it's got a 7-inch brace height, so that's going to be easy to aim. You're not going to get this sort of stuff occurring, which you get with the bows with shorter brace height. It's just lovely once you get back here. It's like a twang when you shoot the thing. It's 284. It's got timing marks here on the wheels so you can see that the wheels are timed. Lovely draw cycle. Look, it's very nice to shoot. And I kind of like, for 800 bucks Australian or 600 American, it's really quite amazing. Now, I'm not taking anything away from the other bows at this price point, like the PSE Drive, because I shot that thing amazing. Fantastic bow to shoot. This is really nice to shoot. The serial numbers there. I like the fact that it's got the limb stops. The drive is cable stops, so I feel like it's more solid than the PSE Drive as far as when you get back there. I'm just going to fire one more. It could be the drive's a little bit faster. I can't remember the speed I shot through the drive with the Chronograph, but I feel like I'll shoot this bow really well. It just feels really comfortable in the draw cycle. It feels very comfortable when you're back there. It doesn't feel twitchy. It feels easier to aim than some bows because the grip just feels perfect in the hand. Some bows I feel like I'm doing this with my grip pressure, and I tend to shoot some high or low. I don't feel like I'm going to do it with this bow. .285, so it was a 285, 284, 285, and it feels like it doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like a 300 feet per second bow. It's I just did the review on the Hoyt Axis. This is a much easier draw cycle. I think I probably prefer this grip over the Axis. I'm going to say the Axis is maybe quieter, and that was a really nice bow to shoot. This is, thing is, today so many bows are so good. This is really good, and for a budget price. Well, I consider a budget price. Like, it's got everything you want with a bow, and this is pretty awesome. So with that, I'm going to go and sight the bow in. Let's shoot some 18 meters and see how well I shoot with it. I think I'll shoot pretty well. Okay, so we're back at 18 meters, and we're going to try shooting the Bowtech Convergence. Now I sighted the bow in shot about 6 arrows, and they shot pretty good. They're in the right line, and the last few arrows hit the gold. I've got a new target face up, so hopefully it's a bit clearer. So I think I'll shoot pretty good. Found the bow very easy to shoot, so it should be interesting to see how I group. Now I haven't shot much in the last few weeks. I've had a really bad back, but I have shot club championships, and I have shot a couple of shots out here. I've been shooting okay, given how little I've been shooting, so it should be interesting. Well, that sucked a lot. Like, honestly, I don't know. my last one was just in the gold. I was like, I'll move the sight up a little bit, and that one shoots in the red. But we're going to keep shooting. God. Anyway, so it's been really busy with COVID. Like, business has been booming, and it's been very hard with staff, as far as getting staff at work, with so many orders, so many customers, lack of stock. It's been very hard to get stock in with no planes flying in, so everything's been delayed. And then all the manufacturers have been closed, so it's been very, very hard to get stock. Well, it's obviously my sight, so I feel terrible, because it's obviously my sight. So this felt bow feels lovely. I'm going to say it's been terrible weather too, so I haven't been able to shoot much, and I've been working so much with trying to keep up with the work demand. Today we finished work on time, which was very unusual. I feel like the arrows should be better. I see where they're grouping down there, and I feel like they should be better. One thing I'm finding is the target's blurry for me. I think it's because of this thing's getting right in the way of my eye, so when I'm aiming down there, it's not clear for me. It's just like it's all out of focus. I think that's that bit of things getting in the way. It's either getting in the way or it's changing my focus point. We'll just fire a couple more. I think they're coming together now. So what I'm finding is I'm finding my aiming point, it's not like it's shivering from left to right or anything. I'm finding it's like moving around a bit, and I think that's because of the weight of the bow. It's only four pounds, so when the bow's slightly heavier, a little bit more stable, and with target bows you put lots of weight on to create more stability and less movement. So I think because this bow's light, I think I'm moving around a bit more. But it feels nice to shoot. It's easy. The draw cycle's easy. The draw stop's easy. Grip's nice. Very, very happy overall with the Convergence and with this bow that Bowtech have put together. So let's go up there and see how good that group is. Well, back there this group looked much worse than it actually was, because you can see most of them, all except for one arrow, I can literally get all my fingers around, so they will all be 10s if I had my sight in the correct, and they might even be all be 10s anyway, but there's a whole bunch there grouped really tightly together. Now I was moving around a bit more. That thing was getting in my way, but the bow's lovely to shoot. Lovely to shoot, nice and quiet, well priced. So if you're in that budget of the $600 US bow, I think this bow should be looked at and tested. I don't know what this bow is going to be like at 8 pounds or 10 pounds or 20 pounds to shoot. I wouldn't suggest it if you're looking for a 20-pound bow to shoot. I would be more looking at a 40-pound bow. I don't think there's enough pre-tension on these limbs for this bow to shoot well at 20 pounds or 30 pounds. Yes, it will work. I just think the strings will be too sloppy, but that's just my opinion. But I love the fact that you can adjust it that much, because this bow makes it completely robust. If you want to buy a bow and then you want to upgrade, give this to the girlfriend, give this to the son, give this to the daughter, give this to your mate to shoot, that sort of flexibility is awesome in the bow. Great price. I think the finish is good. Bowtech is a great brand. This is very much like the Tomcat I used to sell about 12 years ago. It's so similar, it feels similar, the cams are similar, and that bow was just bulletproof. The limbs are good, the graphics look awesome. I think Bowtech have really hit it out of the ballpark with this bow. I really think they've priced it extremely well, and I think this bow will be a big seller in 2021. I'm Stephen Hand from Archery Supplies. Thanks for watching. Bye.